This way.
Across
The road goes in front of the churches, goes on up to the parsonage. If you walk back behind the parsonage where you see all those trees, the road is sunk down about 10 feet.
Well, the hay rides when we first got here,
Yeah.
they were memorable. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
The big wagon.
James Allen.
Yeah, they were a big deal. They were fun.
Oh yeah, and then
My name is David Beale. I've been attending Salem for the better part of 40 years. Some of my earliest memories of Salem, my great-grandmother, her Sunday school class was in the parlor, and she would come out of her Sunday school class and sit on that third row on the front left, and we'd sit right there with us, and I would see my grandmother and my aunt in the choir. You know, when you stop and think about it, I think it was just a sense of family and the togetherness. You know, the same people you saw at church were the same people you saw out in the community. I had the opportunity to make my home. I knew very early on that I wanted to, you know, come to Sparta. So, you know, now we have kids, and our kids are the 5th generation of Beals that are attending Salem. You know, Sparta pool. You know, I remember as a teenager, maybe a preteen, you know, wanting to be big enough to play softball there beside the Sparta pool when they had the big softball games. And, you know, I remember the feeling of what it felt like when your toes sunk in the mud at Sparta pool, you know, just.
My name's Doug Terry. I live down in Upper Alps, we call it, anyway. Came here in 1986, kind of moved in the area. We've been to a lot of churches in the King George area. We lived up there temporarily, then moved down in the Sparta area, but nothing really felt right till we really came here. So he rolls in this church.
can we credit you as?
Well, you know, for a long time, they used to call him up every year, wanted me to serve as a deacon. Well, the first time they called, I told Gayle about it, and she fell on the floor laughing. So,
I think Salem has been successful for a number of reasons, and I think a lot of that is relying on God to lead, and then having people who were willing to listen, and goes back to the Find Us Faithful campaign and building the fellowship hall. That on paper it was not something that was possible to do, but in reality it was.